How's it going today, YouTube? Sitting inside the cockpit of my 2022 Mustang GT Performance Pack. I'm here today and going to give you a overview of the interior and the features that the car has. And for those of you that don't know, the current third generation Mustang came out in 2015, and it's slated to be discontinued at the end of 2022, with the new generation coming out in 2023 or 2024, the S650. This is the S550. So the current specs on this car are it's 450 horsepower, 410 foot-pounds of torque. It's actually been slightly altered from the 2021 model due to some EPA regulations. However, as most of you know, in the Mustang community, this car is drastically underrated. Most people who have these on dynos are seeing upwards of 470, 480, 490, even pushing 500 in stock. So I'm not worried about any minor tweaks to horsepower or torque numbers, as this car surely puts out upwards of those numbers that are advertised. So looking here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you an overview of the interior. I'm not going to show you the exterior right now, as I am in my garage, and I wanted to get this video in because I am excited to come back online. I was away for a while. As most of you know, I had a 2020 Camaro SS, which was on the channel for a while, and I decided to make a big change. So I recently... story behind this car is it did get specially ordered from the dealership. I did purchase a 2020 Mustang before getting this car, and it did have some defects that I couldn't overcome, and I decided to bring it back to the dealership, and luckily enough, they were nice enough to take it back and order this car for me. So I did get a 2022. Let me put the car back on. And so here's where we are. So this is the interior. This is the dash. This car is the 301A package. It is the performance pack. For those of you who don't know, the performance pack comes with some enhanced upgrades. You've got a wing in the back, a performance pack wing, large radiator, specially tuned suspension. It does come with the torsion diff, the 3.55 gears, since this is the automatic, 10 speed. It does come in a 6-speed, but as most of you know, or maybe don't know, the 10-speed is an amazing transmission. Keeps you in the power band. It is co-developed with GM, so it is currently also in the Camaro, 6th generation of the Camaro. So, which I also did have in the 2020 Camaro, and it was an amazing transmission, so I decided to go with it again. So this is the steering wheel. It is not a flat bottom wheel, but nonetheless, it is very nicely put together. Has the pony logo in the middle here. Very nicely done. And to the left, you have your volume gauges, your gauge cluster, control gauges, your toggles, your phone, voice activation. It is leather wrapped, so it is very comfortable, very smooth, nice thickness all around. So since this is the 301 package, it comes with the analog gauges. I opted for the analog over the digital cluster. I am a huge fan of retro gauges, and just the overall look, I think, in my opinion, goes better with this car. There are some distinct advantages of the digital gauge cluster. You do have some additional menus. Some may say it looks a little bit better. Again, this is my opinion. I like the analog feature and look. So looking around the car, since this is the performance pack, it does come with your oil pressure and vacuum gauges. Very cool looking. It does have the what they call the engine spun look, which is an aluminum looking finish. I do believe it is plastic, but very nicely and very high quality. It did come with the upgraded infotainment screen, which is a huge increase from the small 4-inch screen that comes on the base model. With that, you've got your heating and cooling. You have your toggle switches, which is also a feature of the 301A package. First one here all the way to the right, I'll show you here, is your mode selector. That will take you through your different drive modes. Second one is your steering feel. So you got comfort, normal, and sport. And then you have your traction control and then your hazards. When you change your modes, it also stiffens or softens your suspension. This car is also equipped with Magneride. That was an added option I did add to the car. As most of you know, Magneride adjusts to road conditions and steering and suspension multiple times, thousands of times per second, to keep the car planted, whether you're at sport driving, track driving, drag strip, or just on a regular road or curvy road, bumpy road. So that will adjust with your driving mode. Some other features, car does have the lighting package. So if I go into my menu here, you can adjust, let me see if I can find it for you in settings. Under my color, right here, you can actually change the gauge color, which is pretty cool. I'll just run through these right now. It's blue. You could change it to purple, green, white, and then ice blue. And then if you go back, you can actually change the halo. So there's a light around the gauge. Right now it's blue, purple, green, ice blue, and then I did have it on orange. Sorry about that. Give it a second just to boot back up here. Back into the settings. You can also do, sorry, was that halo, gauge, and then ambient lighting. So this is the light in the footwell. It might be hard to see here, but you can change blue, purple, green, white, and ice blue. So pretty cool. Definitely much nicer at night. It's kind of hard to see here, but definitely some fun features, I should say. Um, Moving on, the car does have the active exhaust system, which is also an upgrade to the package. And you have quiet, normal, sport track. So quiet is your valves on your exhaust are completely closed. Normal, they are slightly opened. Sport, they are a little further opened, and track, they are fully opened. When I get a chance to start the car, I'll run through those with you and let you hear the different clips between the different modes. Very distinct differences. Definitely a nice feature. It also gives you the option to quiet start your car. So you have a garage, you have neighbors nearby, you could set the time that you want to start your car in quiet mode, or you can also have it start every single time in quiet, which is what I have it selected to since I am in a garage. Couple other things, display setup. You can have it set to miles to gallons, liters to 100 kilometers, or kilometers to meters. That's for your distance. You've got temperature. You can change between Fahrenheit and Celsius. You can monitor your tire pressure. And then going back one more cool feature here is you do have track apps. This can be activated only in track. So your mode must be in track. Set to track. You have a status screen which tells you what you're in. As I said, you could change your steering feel, your driving mode, etc. So you could monitor that. Your accelerometer, you could view the G's at takeoff and braking and your lateral G's. And you got acceleration timer. You could do 0 to 30, 0 to 60, 0 to 100, quarter mile, eighth of a mile. And then brake performance, you can actually do 60 to 0, 100 to 0, and measure your braking distance. Line lock, so you're able to, sorry, not line lock. Line lock. Line lock you can only activate when the car is started in track mode. You can actually lock the front of the car so that you don't burn out your rear brakes. And it'll give you a 15-second timer. We'll demonstrate that at another time. Really cool feature. Let's see, going back to gauges, and you can have your mile per hour on there. So that's pretty much it for the gauge cluster. Again, nicely set up, well done, clean, simple, easy to navigate, and it all can be done from your steering wheel. Moving on, here's your radio. You can change between AM, FM, Sirius. You have your audio, your climate, so you can adjust all your temperatures and controls right from the screen. No need to use the hard buttons. This car is turning off again because I unfortunately do not have. Okay, not having it started. You can connect your phone, and then Ford does give you some preloaded apps. There's actually an app catalog. You can connect that to your phone, and you can download some additional apps that they have stocked. Get some additional settings, just your sound, clock, Bluetooth, media player, 911 assist. So there's some other cool features in the car. One thing I forgot to show you is with the ambient lighting, cup holders do come with ambient lighting, which is kind of cool. These are the cloth seats. They are super comfortable. They do have a Mustang logo here. Nice stripe down them. Very supportive, very comfortable. I actually think that they're more comfortable than the leather. They hold you in better. And they look really cool too. So any other features in this car that I haven't gone over, I think I've covered most of the main ones. You do have your e-brake here. It is an electronic. I love that it's not. Your center console is right here. And you do have a USB jack and another 12-volt plug inside there, which is kind of cool. There's also a 12-volt plug down here. Decent sized glove box. You got your Mustang logo here. And here's your door. Again, with some ambient lighting. And then your door handle. Coming over to the driver's side, here's what it looks like. Mirror controls. Here's your headlight controls, fogs. So, nicely appointed, well done. Only gripe I have is these lights that come with the car. I wish that they were a little nicer. You can upgrade these for like $10 and put some nice LEDs. You can actually do red, blue, green, whatever you want. Something I may be looking into. Give it a nice little touch to go with the ambient lighting. So that's it for today. I am going to come back with an outside video shortly. Do a nice walk around of the car and give you guys a little more info on the engine, some more of the specs, etc. So welcome back if you've been away with me from the channel. If you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe. I will be making more content on this car and diving more into the features. Please comment below what you'd like to see specifically. This is a 2022. For those of you who are purchasing one and the process of it or thinking about it, I can certainly help answer those questions. It did take me a while to get this car due to current conditions in the market with ordering and shortages and delivery times and etc. So I can certainly help navigate that process. If you have questions, again, please subscribe if you haven't. It certainly helps the channel. Like, comment, and again, I will be back soon with another video. Have a wonderful day, guys. Bye.